Think about what they're truly made of. Think about what nutrients are actually inside. Snacks by definition are not nutritionally complete.
Hi, I'm Dr. Francis. I'm a world-famous wildlife nutritionist. You may not have heard of me, but your dog sure had.
If you're transitioning over to fresh food and your dog had some reaction, such as diarrhea or maybe throwing up, there's a few things that could have caused it. It's not necessarily going to be the food or the ingredients. It could be because it was chilled. It could be because the food was too cold and then in the stomach it just caused it to come back out. It could be that the food was a bit too high in fat and your dog's digestive system is not used to it. Again, doesn't mean the food was bad. It just means that you need to do a slower transition. If your dog vomits something new one time, you don't need to run to the vet. You don't need to worry about it. If the vomiting continues for more than 24 hours, then yes, go to the vet by all means. But if it's just a one-off, you probably just want to give your dog's digestive system a little break. Maybe for only 12 hours, you want to give it just some bland food like rice, maybe even just some broth or something that can keep them hydrated. Then you're ready to go again. Do a slow transition. No matter what, slow transition is the way. Talking about fat dogs. Everyone that I know gives tons and tons of treats to your dogs. And you have so many different kinds of treats, right? You have these little cookies, you have these things that are meant to represent human food, like you have some little pizzas for dogs and some cupcakes for dogs. And then you have this kind of new generation of treats which are just freeze-dried meats, freeze-dried organs, basically just meat, you know? So which one is the best? Which one should you be giving to your pet? From a nutrition point of view, treats can absolutely be part of a healthy long-term diet for your dog. But you want to avoid those that are high in carbs because those are the ones that really do lead to obesity. They lead to gingivitis, dental issues. They even lead to other different health issues that mess up with their hormone system. So ideally you want to give something that's high protein and has an adequate amount of fat. You don't want to do high fat stuff. You want to give something that's about twice the amount of protein as fat. That's a really good ratio that we mentioned before. Treats are not nutritionally complete by definition. So you can't give too many treats because then you're going to undo all of the hard work that your nutritionist put together in the food that you're giving your dog. So ideally, you don't want to go over 10% of the diet being treats. A lot of dogs use dental chews because they think that it'll be really good at cleaning their teeth and at preventing gingivitis and plaque and stuff like that. But latest research actually tells us that giving raw, meaty bones are amazing at cleaning their teeth. It can remove 90% of plaque and of yellowness on their teeth. And it's just giving really natural, raw, meaty bones. So this could be stuff like chicken neck, duck neck, pork neck, whatever kinds of bones have some meat attached. And it's also important to know that this is a soft bone. So you're not gonna wanna give a femur, you know, or like a big hard bone. That is probably gonna hurt their teeth. You also wanna make sure that this bone is raw and not cooked. Never give cooked bones because they could become brittle and can actually do a lot of damage to your dog's mouth or even throat and stuff like that. You don't want to give more than 10% of your dog's diet as treats. Treats by definition are not nutritionally complete. So that means that they will kind of mess up the ratio of nutrients given to your dog. 10% max. There are so many treats that exist out there for cats, and so many of them are so unhealthy. And they have a lot of artificial flavors so that your cat goes crazy for them and becomes completely addicted to them. I just want you to ask yourself, if you're buying a box of treats for your cat and it costs you $5 because it's so cheap, think about what they're truly made of. Think about what nutrients are actually inside. Snacks by definition are not nutritionally complete. So you can't give too much of them. Yes, you can give some snacks. Absolutely, even some of them that are maybe higher in carbs, but your cat loves them and it makes you happy to give it, fine. But you don't want that to be more than 10% of your cat's diet. Your cat will be really happy even if they eat something that is healthy. So that's why you can instead consider giving naturally dried or freeze-dried meat treats instead. So you have stuff like kangaroo jerky or beef liver or different kinds of chicken breast. Anything that is dry, that is based from meat, is a really healthy and adequate choice, and that you can kind of give with zero guilt because it's mostly protein and fat, certain minerals in there as well. So it helps to contribute to a larger nutritional quality of their diet. If you have any more questions about how to feed your dog, your cat, your parrot, or your hamster, or whoever else you want to feed that is not human, please comment below. Follow us on all of our socials @PetCubes on Facebook, on Instagram, and just ask us your questions, and I'll be so thrilled to hear from you and to help you feed your pets better. Bye-bye.